How's it going, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way to recover abandoned carts in 2025. And this method is used by all the top brands like Chewy, Stanley, Ninja, Dollar Shave Club, and all these brands are worth billions and millions of dollars. And if they use it, you should too because it works. Now, what's the strategy? It's simple yet effective abandoned cart emails. Now, if you look at these emails, all they have is some copy, the product that the customer abandoned, and a discount if they like. And Stanley follows a similar strategy. Some copy the product which the customer abandoned. Let me zoom in. The product which the customer abandoned, call to action, some other products that the customer can buy. Ninja also follows a similar strategy, and Dollar Shave Club also follows a similar strategy. Now, these are really simple yet effective abandoned cart emails, and I'm going to show you how you can create these in literally 5 to 10 minutes without needing much design. But before that, here is a quick checklist that you can follow to create high converting abandoned cart emails. The first one is to show the abandoned product as soon as possible. The second one is to keep it simple. Third one is to offer a risk reversal or guarantee. And the final one is to provide an incentive if they don't end up purchasing after the first email. Now, to set up these automations, we need an email marketing tool. And my tool of choice is Klaviyo. I'm not sponsored by them. This is just the best tool for e-commerce email marketing. And if you use any other email marketing tool, the process is similar. So you can just copy it on your platform. So, by the way, if you've not integrated Klaviyo with Shopify, the process is really simple, but I'll attach a small video in the description of this video. So if you have any doubts, you can follow the process from there. Anyways, all you have to do is install Klaviyo, and after you have your account, go to Flows and click on Create Flow and just look up abandoned cart. It's this one right here. Shopify added to cart trigger, and click on use template. Now Klaviyo has a template for you. You can use the same template, or you can make changes to this template based on your requirements. I would recommend you just use this template because there's nothing fancy and it's really simple. If you have SMS integrated with Klaviyo, you can keep the SMS message here, but if you don't have it, you can just go ahead and delete that. All you have to do is click on delete and yes path and delete. By the way, I recommend adding SMS too because that will help you recover more abandoned carts. So anyways, this is our email one. You can change the subject line here. You can add the preview text here. And I'm going to show you how you can build out a similar template to Stanley and Chewy and all of these top brands within just 5 minutes in Klaviyo. So just back to Klaviyo and click on edit email. And this is the template that Klaviyo has given us. It's really simple. And you can just click on any one of these items to edit it. Now here I'm going to go ahead and add my logo, which is Nike's logo. I'm going to reduce this to 200. Yeah, that looks fine. You can add alt text. Alt text is nothing but a brief description of your image. I'm just going to add logo. You can add the link to your website here. And now we're going to follow this template where it's really simple. There's just some copy here, and there is the abandoned product to show each customer, and this is a dynamic block, so it shows each customer the product that they abandoned. And back to Klaviyo, so I'm just going to add the same copy here. You've got great taste. You've got great taste. Now I'm not going to focus too much on formatting or making the template look really good. My goal here in this video is to show you how to build this template out in the most simple way possible and the fastest way possible. You can obviously spend more time on this to make it look better, but I'm not going to be focusing too much on formatting it. My only goal is to show you how you can create it as fast as possible. Anyways, edit that. You've got great taste. Add some copy here. I'm going to add the same copy, take another look at what you left behind. Take another look at what you left behind. Align this center. And then here we have the dynamic block. This is the most important part. So Klaviyo automatically pulls up your product, the image of your product name, and the price. Uh, don't mess around too much with these names. You can format it if you'd like, but don't mess around with the placeholders because even if I just remove one bracket here, Klaviyo won't be able to pull out the name of my product. So I'm just add the bracket back, and now you can see Klaviyo will automatically pull the product name and the price of the product. You can choose to delete the price from here if you don't want to show the price, but I'm going to keep it as it is. And you can change the color of this to black to match the template. And yep. And then I'm going to make this button full width, change the color to black, and change the to take another look. And by the way, you can also delete this shop new and shop now if you don't like it. I'm just going to delete it. This looks much cleaner. And now I'm going to go ahead and create this section which says you might also like. It's really simple. All you have to do is first, I'm going to duplicate this, add this down here, change this to, instead of you might also like, I'm going to change it to people also bought. This is much better than you might also like in terms of the psychological effects of this copy. So I'm going to keep that, reduce the size to 18. And now I'm going to add the products. So just go to blocks and pull product, and this will help you show other products to your customers. So there are two ways to show your products. One is static and one is dynamic. With static, you can choose to show specific products to your customers. With dynamic products, you can pull products based on the best sellers in the last 90 days or the most viewed products in the last 90 days. So I'm going to choose dynamic right now and click on create product feed. I'm going to name this test 2, select which products. So I can choose the best selling products, I can choose most viewed products, both newest products or random products. So I'm just going to choose best selling products over last 90 days, actually last 3 days. You can also choose to add more filters and select different categories or price and all of that here, or choose different collections. But I'm just going to select best selling products over last 3 days and click on create product feed. And now we have our dynamic product feed. If I just click on preview, Klaviyo will automatically pull different products from my store. Now this can be formatted further. I can choose to not show the price or show the price. Link, I can choose to link the product name to the product as well. I'm going to select yes, and I can choose to change the text of the button. You can also choose how many products you like to display, whether it's 6 products in a row or 3 products in a row, or how many rows of products you like to display. Select one row. You can adjust the height of the images and all of that, padding, all the basic stuff. To match the template, I'm just gonna change this to white, and then I'm gonna change the button text color to black, and then I'm gonna reduce this to 14 and underline this. And also I would like to not show the price of the product, and they can view that on the product page. So anyways, our people also bought section is done. Looks similar to this section. Actually, I'm going to reduce the size of that a little more, reduce the button text to, let's say, 12. And then we can go ahead and add a footer. So Klaviyo already has a lot of pre-built footers. You can just go ahead and choose any one of those. I'm just going to choose a simple footer here. Let's say this one. So this is a blue footer. I'm just going to change the color to black to match the template. Delete this because we already have social media links. Now this template needs more work because this is not optimized for mobile. As you can see, the text is bigger. This looks weird and this also looks weird. So to optimize it for mobile, by the way, this is really important because most of your customers are going to view this email on their mobile phones. So it's really essential that you have it optimized for mobile. So what we're going to do is select this text first and go to display and change the visibility to desktop only. Now what happens now is this will only be visible on desktop. We're going to duplicate it and change the display to mobile only. So this will be displayed on desktop and this will be displayed on mobile. So now we're going to change the size of this to reduce the size till it looks better. This looks good. And keep this like this. Follow the same process for this. Change the visibility to mobile and change the visibility to desktop. And we're going to edit the mobile version. Just make it a little smaller, 12. Actually, 14 looks better. 12 is really small, so I'm going to leave it that as 14. And now I'm going to duplicate this section, change this to mobile only, duplicate, and change one of them to desktop only. I'm going to go ahead and modify this section, change style. I don't want to stack on the mobile, so I'm going to select no stacking, and I'm going to edit the size of this to, let's say, 20, and let's see how it looks on mobile. Does this look good? Yep, I'm satisfied with this, so I'm gonna move on to the next part. And this change this section. Similarly, duplicate this section, change it to mobile, change it to desktop. And here you can choose either, if you like to stack it, you can choose to stack it. But I don't want to stack this section too. So I'm going to deselect stack on mobile, and this will be displayed in the same row. Now this looks much better compared to before. Actually, you can also choose to reduce the size of this because I think this looks really big. So desktop, display, mobile, I'm gonna change it to, let's say, 150. Much better. And this template is optimized for mobile, and this template is optimized for desktop. Make sure to always optimize your emails for mobile because most of your customers are going to view your email on mobile. Now there we have our simple yet effective abandoned cart email. This is how it looks. It is optimized for mobile, and you can start recovering abandoned carts literally in the next 10 minutes. It's really simple to create, and you can create this yourself. So that was a simple abandoned cart email, but this will recover so many sales for you. You will actually be surprised. And now what we're going to do is create a 3 email abandoned cart flow. And this is the strategy that we're going to follow here. So we're going to send out 3 emails. The first email was the reminder that we just created. And email 2 is going to be a discount. Let's say someone doesn't buy after email 1. Since these are highly interested customers, it makes sense to give them a small discount in exchange for the purchase. So we're going to give them a small discount in email 2. And in email 3, we're going to give them a reminder, a final reminder, more like a last chance to use that discount code. After which, if they don't use the discount code, they'll never be able to access the discount code. So all we need to do is we just go ahead and duplicate this email and in this to, actually we can change that later. I'm just going to show you how you can edit this. Click on edit, edit email. So like I said, we want to give them a small discount or small incentive to purchase. So I'm going to change this to 20% off your cart. If 20% doesn't make sense for you and your margins, you can give a lesser discount. Obviously, that's up to you. You can also add free shipping or test out multiple discounts. It doesn't have to be 20% off. You can give any discount that works for you. And here I'm going to change it. Take. We add this part to drive some urgency and make sure the customer actually takes action if they really want the product. And here you can add use code and enter whatever code they have to use. For example, if it's a static code, you can set up a code something like cart 20, but I recommend setting up dynamic codes. So anyways, if they use cart 20, they get 20% off, and that's it. So 20%. Our email too is also created. All we have to do is change up the messaging a little bit, and we just similarly just duplicate this. I clicked on preview. Similarly, just clone this and click on edit, and we're gonna change this to 20% off, expires today. This is your last chance to grab 20% off your grab 20% of your cart. Hurry, this expires today, and use code cart20. I'm gonna move this copy to the next line, And obviously you can format it a little more to make it look better. Might also want to make this bigger. Use code 20, show the product. I'm gonna add some spacing here, and that's how it is. That also make sure to obviously edit the mobile version because this won't be updated automatically. So you need to update the mobile version too. So I'm not going to do that. You guys can do it yourself. It's really simple. And there we have it. 3 email abandoned cart series created. And I don't think that took us a lot of time and a lot of effort. It's really that simple. So now you can go ahead and change the subject lines. You can go ahead and name this properly so it's not confusing. So I'm in email 2. So it's abandoned cart email 2. Change the subject line. You can something else and change this up. Email 3. Change the subject line 2. Add some preview text and click on save. Now I'm going to add some time delays here too. So the first email goes out after 1 hour, second email goes out after 20 hours, and the last email goes out after 24 hours of email 2. This is days, change that to hours, 24 hours of email 2. And that's it. That's how simple it is to create an abandoned cart email. Now here are some advanced strategies you can try out in your abandoned cart emails. You can create splits for high cart value versus low cart value. So let's say someone's cart is worth $100, you can choose to give them a higher discount versus let's say someone has just $5 worth of items in their cart, and it doesn't make sense to give them a discount there, so you can choose not to give them a discount there. You can treat new customers versus repeat customers differently. New customers generally require some incentives for purchase, whereas repeat customers already trust your brand, so they're just going to go ahead and buy again without needing a discount. You can also separate your abandoned cart flow based on the type of product. And the next part is A/B testing and optimization, because the best part about email marketing is that you can keep testing and keep on optimizing your emails so that they keep on performing better. So here are things that you need to test: the delay between each email. Now, in this setup, we sent our first email after 1 hour. You can test that and send it after 2 hours or 4 hours and see what works best. You can also test the number of emails in each flow. So in this flow, we had 3 emails. You can add more emails or reduce the number of emails and see what works better, what is converting better. You can also test the order of each emails. You can choose to give a discount in the first email itself, or you can choose not to give a discount in the first email or even the second email and see if that recovers more sales for you. You can also test text versus image based emails. This was a simple template that we created. You can test and see if a template with more graphics works better for you. Test the copy and all of that. You can also test the discount type. If you want to give it 20% off, 30% off, 50% off, you can test the free shipping, you can test free gifts. Things that you can test are endless, and the more you test and the more you optimize, the better results and the more abandoned carts you're going to recover. And that's all in this video. By the way, if you want all of this done for you and you want me to scale your brand with email marketing, you can book a call with me and we'll come in and handle all of this for you. Recover abandoned carts, will increase your customer retention, do all of this and scale your brand with email marketing. All you have to do is book a call with us. Alternatively, you can just choose to email me and get in touch with me here. And if you want to do all of this yourself and more, you can watch my free Klaviyo email marketing course here. It's over 1 hour and it has everything from A to Z and everything you need to scale your brand with email marketing. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.